What up? Yo, so this is second video. Um, yeah, I'm just kind of trying to share some information on my journey. But I don't know. I guess today I just want to talk about um, I guess uh how I got started in crypto. Um, Originally I was on the dark web, uh, trying to do bad things, like any dumb young kid would do that doesn't have any money and doesn't know how to get it or anything, or no other creative ideas. But to each his own. I was on the internet, on the dark web, trying to buy things and buy stolen things, and just it wasn't good. I stopped that, um, past that. I'm on to better things now. I'm trying to get myself reestablished right now. But either way, uh, yeah, how did I end up getting into crypto? Like I said, I was buying stuff and I didn't realize what Bitcoin was. I just looked at it as money, as their way of making transactions on the dark web. I didn't realize that Bitcoin rose and fell in value until I started doing further research into it. But my first initial investment was about $500, and I went in half with you know an associate. We're not really on talking terms right now, just because of complications. But I'll hope him the best. But yeah, we put in like about 500 and instantly got scammed because we put it into a bad wallet that it couldn't that we didn't have the information for. I didn't know anything about private keys. I didn't know anything about protecting my wallet or keeping my wallet safe, or not showing my private key out. I didn't even get one. I just opened the wallet with an email address on the dark web, a Bitcoin wallet. So that was like, I guess, the first red flag now that I think about it. But I didn't know that when I was first getting into it. I was just trying to get cryptocurrency, that way I can make these transactions. But once I found out I was scammed, which about 2 days later, I had such a bad taste in my mouth that it happened so easily the first time. I was going into my savings to try to get this off the ground. But pretty much, yeah, I ended up taking another $500, out of my savings, and going back to get another, amount of Bitcoin. I think at that point, I think we were buying about half a Bitcoin at $500, about, give or take, and given the price that it is now, which is about like 90,000 dollars, or 90,000, $95,000. Yeah, that's a huge difference. So now thinking back, saying that what we got before for what we paid for it, it's just so surreal. But that's pretty much why I'm still in the game to this day, is because I understand the power behind it. But yeah, I ended up buying the second coin, actually putting it in an official wallet, and I was able to go on to the dark web. I think it was like something like Silk Road, but it wasn't. But pretty much, I started going on there, going into different websites, trying to get different things, trying to get information. That way we could do certain make purchases on the internet, and this is all kind of dumb stuff, that sketchy stuff that we ain't had no business doing. I didn't have any business doing. So pretty much, yeah, just went through that, started spending my money in that. By the time I got out, and all the while I was going through all these supposed, outlets to get different resources in order to build my money up. Um, it was just, my money was just reducing. But but yeah, I don't know. It was just, I mean, I got down to like about, once I started, my money started getting taken. I wasn't getting what I was ordering. There, no one was sending out what I was wanting. All damn near all the purchases that I participated in on the dark web went bad. By that time, I got down to like about $100 in cryptocurrency. And by that time, I'm sitting here thinking like, man, well, I don't have too many more tries on figuring this out. So let me do a little bit more research on what I'm dealing with. And my money just kept changing. It just kept changing extremely fast because I was thinking like, man, at one point I had like $500 and this is going down real fast. Like, why is my money balance going down crazy? But I wasn't paying attention to the amount of Bitcoin. Was it 0.00, what is 0.110? You know, whatever that amount was. I wasn't paying attention to that. I was only paying attention to my dollar amount. But so I started looking into it. I looked it up on YouTube, looked into it, started doing the research on cryptocurrency and Bitcoin, and then that's when I finally had my light bulb a moment, my aha a moment, and you know, I'm like, what was I doing the entire time? I wasn't supposed to be spending it. I was supposed to have been accumulating it. That way, I could capitalize and make some kind of profit off of it. By that point, I'm broke as heck. I've already spent over $1,000 on the dark web getting scammed, and I have $100 in Bitcoin left. And I'm just sitting there watching go up and down, fluctuate in value. Now, by that point, um, you know, I'm up here I'm working full time. I'm trying to put money aside that way I can buy more cryptocurrency. I'm just sitting there just looking at it, observing it, but during that time, it shot up to about like $20,000 a coin. And on the way, it was on the way, during the journey of it getting to that amount, I was sitting there thinking like, man, it's already left me behind. Like, damn, I'm never gonna catch that because I don't have $20,000. But at least I can watch it and see where it goes. I thought it was gonna do this and just go all the way up and never come back. That's what I thought it was gonna do. But you know, I didn't understand what I was dealing with. So eventually, it crashed, or it had a pullback, and it pulled back, back down to the lower amounts, like $8,000 here and there, and it started fluttering around there in between $7,000 to $8,000, like to 10. Sometimes it would jump up to 11, 12, 12.98 or stuff like that. But yeah, it was just going, just fluctuating. So by the time it came back down, I was thinking like, oh man, I might have another chance because it's coming back down to get back into that way. Because I was thinking like, if it hit 20,000 once, it could hit it. It can hit it 20. It can hit $20,000 again. I was thinking that like it has to be because it's going through all these prices like that. And I started, like I said, I was just doing the research on it, and yeah, I just became a Bitcoin cryptocurrency believer after that. I started investing in it more and more and more, and eventually I saved up enough money to where I could buy me one solid Bitcoin. And I purchased my first Bitcoin at, I think, 8,000, like right around in the $9,000 range. Like the upper eights, lower nines is where I purchased my first Bitcoin. And from that point, I became a crypto cowboy pretty much. So I'm here pretty much documenting my journey. I told my journey about hexes, in which I'm still a hexagon today. Yeah, yeah. And I'm hoping that everything goes good with that one. So far, everything in it was pretty much on my own merit, and I have no regrets about Hex. I like it a lot, and I'm still in it, and I will remain to be in it. But this isn't that kind of video. But yeah, I bought my first Bitcoin around that amount around that time, and yeah, went from there. Um, I realized I wanted to get more in cryptocurrency. I don't know why exactly I didn't just hold my Bitcoin and just stay. But I had a bigger, once I accumulated the Bitcoin, I had a larger goal in mind to try to get more. My goal was $1 million, and I didn't know exactly when was I gonna get there. So I decided to take a portion of my Bitcoin holdings and start investing into altcoins, in which, like I said, a lot of that went into the coin that I just mentioned. But from that point on, I started just delving into other coins, and doing other things. Well, not necessarily doing other things, but investing in different alternate coins, NFTs, and just pretty much spread myself thin. Long story short, spread myself really thin. But with that, I was able to see crazy gains. I also invested in Shiba Inu. I can tell y'all about that one probably on the next video coming up on how I made money off of that one. That one was nice. I made like about 120 grand off of that, and that was fun. Did not believe that was gonna happen, but yeah, with me seeing all of these wins that I'm getting, I kind of capitalized on them, but not the way that I really wanted to. Not to the point to where I could get like financial freedom. So this is my chance now to do that with this run that's coming up, and so far, I've experienced two official bull runs, and this one coming up hopefully is my third, and hopefully one of my last ones that I really need to sweat over. That way I can finally be happy in my life. But yo, thanks for listening to my story. I hope y'all comment. I hope y'all like the video. I hope y'all subscribe. I'm a new YouTuber. I'm trying my best to get myself out here. I'm not getting no younger. So yeah, but yeah. Y'all have a great day. Be blessed. Love y'all.